This programme is sponsored by Ford and Continental, UEFA Champions League sponsors.
Back-to-back defeats for Rangers, leaving their European dreams hanging by a thread. Defeat against Ajax tonight, and it really is all over for another year. The Dutch are not invincible though, as Grasshopper proved in Amsterdam a fortnight ago. Yes, good evening to you. Rangers enter the magnificent Amsterdam Arena, fully aware that they must get a result to maintain their slim hopes of qualifying for the latter stages of the Champions League. Now, with me tonight, Rangers' all-time top scorer in Europe, as he'll tell you no doubt, Ali McCoy is ruled out of tonight's tie through injury. And a man who wouldn't have played even if he was fit, Graham Spears of Scotland on Sunday. Ali, you're not there tonight in Amsterdam, you're with me here. How do you think Rangers can do tonight? They've got to get a win. Well, I think you're right. I think it's going to be very difficult. I mean, you're playing Ajax, who are beaten finalists, I think, last year and winners before that. So it's going to be, as I say, the team have got one or two injuries. I believe they have two. But I've got a sneaky wee feeling. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. This could be the coup and bust. I think we could do well tonight. You think so? Graham, what do you think? I mean, Ali's not there. A whole load of players aren't in the starting 11 tonight because of injury. The Rangers team is completely different tonight, Graham. Yeah, I mean, Ajax have got such a formidable reputation in Dutch football in general. Both teams are depleted, both teams have injuries. Yeah. You see the Rangers team there. Yeah. You would have to say that if it's a question of calling in reserves, you'd have to fancy Ajax reserves against Rangers reserves, purely on reputation alone. You never know, there's no logic to football. Hibs lose their manager and beat Rangers, Arsenal lose their manager and go top of the Premiership. Logic tends to go out the window, so who can predict what will happen? We hear tonight, Ali, that Alberts is going to play up front. Now, what do you make of that? Well, he's certainly, as you saw against Hibs on Saturday, he's got a terrific shot and he can score goals from free kicks, dead balls, and he packs a lot of power in his shot. But I don't know if it will just be straight cut as that. I think you see the goal there, magnificent strike, and I think that's the second time he scored a free kick of that quality and that calibre against Hibs this season. I don't know if it's just as clear cut as everybody thinks. I think there might be a few surprises in store. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we see Gascoigne. I think Laudrup will get a free roll. It looks to me as though it's possibly going to play 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1 with Laudrup, so getting the free roll up front. But Gascoigne might figure up front as well. You fancy Gascoigne to play up front in a forward role? I think he could. OK, Ali. Well, we're just minutes away from kick-off in Amsterdam. Ajax Rangers live and exclusive. Join us after this short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Ajax Rangers coming your way in just 1 minute from now. Ali, you were with the boys when they left for Holland. What was the mood? Well, the mood was one of optimism. I mean, they're fully aware of the fact that it's going to be extremely difficult, because we've already mentioned Ajax are a very good team. But Rangers know that it's a make or break tonight. We've got to get something out of the game tonight. That goes without saying. And they also know they'll have legions of fans over there supporting. The support will be tremendous tonight. And they know they've got a job to do, and hopefully they'll do it. Yeah, the fans, they'll play a part tonight, Graham. But Rangers, it's down to them. They've got to win this tonight. Yeah, although you would think that if they have a possible chance against Ajax, it would be tonight. Ajax are without Kluivert and Danny Blind, and we see Witschke's on the bench, but Litmanen is out as well. And so, he's a key man for them, wasn't he? Yeah, I mean, he's performed really well in Europe. So you would say that if they wanted an opportunity to defeat Ajax, this would be the one. But it's a question of whether Ajax reserves are up to it or not. They've got a strong pool, so you would think it'd still be a tough game. Ajax, not the force they were, Ali, that's for sure. Of course they're not. I mean, they're having problems. They're not as well off in terms of league position as they have been in recent years. There maybe one or two players just not at the peak of their form.
Yeah.
We've got our problems as well, but I mean, Rangers are a good side, and we've qualified for the Champions League in merit, and let's give it our best shot.
And you would put money on Rangers winning tonight, wouldn't you?
Of course I would. I'm a gambling man. I'd put money, as long as it was about 50 to 1.
Well, you've obviously put your ties on Rangers winning tonight, boys.
Well, I was just having a wee look at yourself here, Jim, and I wouldn't have bothered either if I was you.
OK, and you'll get that. Time now to cross over to the Amsterdam Arena for this make-or-break match for Rangers and join summariser Charlie Nicholas alongside match commentator Jerry McGhee.
Well, the Amsterdam Arena is described as the most advanced football stadium in the world. It also happens to be the home of the current World Club champions Ajax, whom Rangers must overcome tonight to have any chance of progressing in the Champions League. Good evening from Amsterdam. A tremendous atmosphere here as we see the Ajax team, and seldom can two sides have got into such an important match decimated by injury. One or two changes there in positional sense, but again these players are so comfortable in most positions. Ronald de Boer, who's on the right-hand side of midfield this evening, played on the left last week. It matters not to them. Rangers, well, we had Ali McCoy there speculating that Paul Gascoigne might be pushed that bit further forward tonight, and I think that'd be a very good idea indeed, because we saw him in the last game dropping very deep indeed to pick up possession, and really he can do most damage pushing forward. Big night also for Theo Snelders. So Dutch goalkeeper at either end of the field tonight, Edwin van der Sar for Ajax and Theo Snelders for Holland. Well, as you heard alongside me tonight, Charlie Nicholas.
Yes, good evening, Jerry. Good evening, everyone. It's certainly nights like this, Jerry, when we walked around earlier around this stadium, and just even to see their training surface, that I certainly miss going to places like Stranraer. It certainly puts a different perspective in football completely. I mean, this is totally Americanised, and the atmosphere is sensational. Certainly a night that Rangers have got to go out and try and enjoy.
Well, the stadium roof has been opened for the occasion. And there is Edwin van der Sar and Brian Laudrup, the Great Dane, who's done so well for his country over the years and has been such a standout for Rangers since joining up at Ibrox. But really, the place just about packed to its capacity of 51,200. But Ajax have won just one of the last 5 matches, and they've had 3 draws and a defeat. And of course, this crowd here are used to success, because Ajax a couple of years ago went through the entire season undefeated. Rangers have lost 3 of their last 6 matches, 2 of them in the Champions League. So away we go here in Amsterdam on a highly important night. Right away, looking at the Rangers lineup, Paul Gascoigne has pushed forward. Alberts is on the left, Laudrup on the right. So those 3 pushing right up. Ian Ferguson sitting in behind with Stuart McCall and Derek McInnes. And across the back, Craig Moore, Richard Gough, Bjorkland and Cleland. I get the impression that Ali McCoy is on the phone this afternoon. He's called it absolutely right.
Yeah, I think the main thing was they were going to debate whether to play a back 4 or go with a normal 3 centre-backs. We obviously Patrick being left out tonight, but I think it is a case that Ferguson is more a defensive midfield player. Like Gascoigne getting the ball and create things, because Ajax are a little bit vulnerable defensively in midfield at the moment.
This is Veltman, who normally operates on the right side of the defence. He's been pulled into a central role tonight, alongside Frank de Boer. Free kick is awarded. Stuart McCall there, involved. McCall taking a slight knock, and Rangers are hoping he's okay. He certainly took part in the full training session here last night, but Stuart McCall at the moment just struggling a little bit. There's a touch by Cleland, way by McInnes. Marcia Santos, the Brazilian international player. Rangers will work to close down the space on Babangida. Operates on the right-hand side. He'll push forward just ahead of the likes of Veltman there. Here's Laudrup. close attention. That's Gascoigne. Dropped a bit deeper. Back to Goff. McCall. Craig Moore started a run. It's not a bad ball. Stumble low by Albert. It's Ronald de Bar who steps in. Richard Goff, fortunate to get away with that under pressure from Danny, the Portuguese international player. Here's Goff again. The Rangers leaving out Gordon Pittridge tonight. Really, Ajax normally just play the one through the middle, so there's certainly no point in having three central defenders in there. Here's Gascoigne. Looks down though. This is Bogart. By Veltman. Skeleton comes in.
As if it's going to be more a pressing game from Ajax. I'm just studying their midfield there, and they seem to be trying to press into Stuart McCall, who's playing actually quite deep just in front of the back two central defenders. I think if Rangers are going to get joy tonight, it probably would be down in the wide positions, because I just think that it's better to get your full-backs going and taking the wingers away. I think the two danger men is Babangida and probably Overmars, who's coming back to form now. So they are really the dangers. If you can keep them defensively, working men at the end of the night, have a better opportunities in the areas.
Certainly Craig Moore is very close there to Overmars. And the other side, Alec Cleland is keeping an eye on Babangida. This is Santos. Babangida. Collins with them all the way though. It's behind. Goal kick. Well, Ajax are unhappy with that decision, as are the supporters. Babangida. 10 caps for Nigeria has won, and 5 goals he scored in those 10 games. Fierce Nelders, this is his third match for Rangers tonight. Played against Raith Rovers last season. And if he serves me correctly, he also played against Kilmarnock just before the Scottish Cup final. So back on his native soil. And trying to hold at bay Ajax of Amsterdam. It's through by Stuart McCall. It's an awkward one. Here's a chance for Laudrup. Bad mistake there by Frank de Boer, the Ajax captain, and it almost gifted Brian Laudrup a goal in these early stages. There seemed no problem at all. Bit of slackness by de Boer, and that could have been the dream start for Rangers. When I was out here last week watching the league match against Toronto, certainly Frank de Boer slipped up a few times. It's encouraging from Rangers' point of view.
I think de Boer is probably one of the type of central defenders who likes to mark, prefers to mark. Lane, who's normally plays the sweeping role. You can see it there. I think he gets confused at times because he's not getting able to pick up.
Here's Laudrup again. Away from de Boer. Rangers ball. Moore, who's coming forward to this. Gascoigne scurrying about inside the penalty area. Alberts is up there as well. Here's Laudrup providing the cross. Here comes Moore. Well, this huge crowd has gone a bit quiet. And that mistake from the skipper almost cost them dearly. Santos. calls for it. Well, again, problems in that defence. Here's Gascoigne. And another chance for Rangers, and again it was a mistake by Frank de Boer. Well, they almost gifted one to Laudrup, and on that occasion almost to Gascoigne. Dwelling possession, Gascoigne swooped on it, but Edwin van der Sar did enough.
Yeah, he's lapsed again. I mean, I can't believe a player of his ability is dreamed like that. And Gascoigne done very well. He pressured him, took it off him. I think he probably got a bit confused with the goalkeeper. Might have probably tried to bend it with his left foot earlier rather than, you know, ending up slipping. But it was another great chance for Rangers. They started brightly without being outstanding. 2 mistakes, gifted to them. They could easily have been 2-0 up.
It's played through by Bogard. Touch from Goff. So Ferguson. That's Moore. Bjorklund's under pressure here, and he was almost caught by Skulton. Skulton wins that one. So that was played through just too quickly. There's Danny, the Portuguese international player. Just a couple of caps he's won so far. Winger normally from Sporting Lisbon. Had a short spell at West Ham. It's McCall getting the touch forward by Ronald de Boer. Bangida showing his pace. He's held back there by Cleland. Now this will be interesting, as Cleland has a yellow card from a previous game that rules him out of the match against Ajax in a couple of weeks' time at Ibrox. They can have no complaints there.
I think it could be a long night for Alex Cleland. This fella's really, really quick. I think he even looks quicker than Overmars, which is surprising enough, but very, very direct player.
Heard earlier 5 Rangers players on bookings. The free kick is taken. It's away by Goff. This is Skulton. Yeah, a little lapse there. Almost catching Ajax. Away by Cleland. Good aggressive play by Danny. Captain play by Bogard. He takes the return from Overmars. This is Frank de Boer. The home crowd are enjoying this little spell now. It's Skulton. Ronald de Boer. Ajax moving up a gear. Babangida. Good challenge going in there from Richard Goff. And the offside flag is up on the far side. Good play by Danny in the middle of the field, keeping possession. Then Ronald de Boer in at the heart of things, sending the ball through for Babangida. And Richard Goff get in the nick of time. Well, this man won an Olympic gold medal in Atlanta, Babangida, with Nigeria. He was brought in after Finidi George moved on. Here's Gascoigne. Solidly challenged though. It's off Richard Goff and out for the throw. Well, after those 2 early chances for Rangers, certainly Ajax are stepping up a gear, and here's the pace again of the Babangida. Good stop by Snelders from Rosa. Martin Rosa getting in the end of that one as Babangida set it up for him. And Theo Snelders certainly did well here. Good cutback. Good save. Ferguson who got that one away. Now it's Laudrup. And he's got the free kick. Rangers are in the hurry to get on with things. Cover on the far side coming from Winston Bogart. There's Gascoigne. Good ball through by Ian Ferguson. Now it's Moore. It's De Boer who gets it away. Moore again though. It's off Santos. Cross from Alberts away to the far side. Here's Laudrup, quickly closed down by Veltman. Now it's Cleland. Laudrup. Again, they're queuing up for him. Well, goal kick indicates the referee. Laudrup can't quite believe it. Again, Ajax getting a couple of players in behind him, making life difficult.
They'll try and stick two with him because he's a threat when he's running at you like that. There's no doubt about that. Rangers have started promisingly. The one danger is Babangida. He's just running at random. He's coming inside and he's going down the flank with quick 1-2s. I mean, Alex Cleland has probably got to just sit in. He's just got to be clever enough to say the only place you can get me with pace is going to be on the outside because at least I can still have a chance to get back at you. If he lets him inside, the guy can rip him apart all night long if he does that.
This is Santos. Way by Cleland. Certainly Danny is dominating that central midfield at the moment, and he's won the free kick. The challenger from Ian Ferguson. Paul Gascoigne was there as well. But, Danny's been causing a few problems in that area. He's quite strong, aggressive. This is Overmars. Free kick is awarded.
That wasn't necessary. That's a bad free kick to give away. He's not going in. You see Goff ready to come in and take the challenge full on. It's a silly free kick.
And Mr. Goff certainly reacted there. He wasn't happy about it. So that's 15 minutes gone here in the Amsterdam Arena. There's still no scoring, but there's a chance here for Ajax. They always carry a big threat at the set pieces. Santos sends it in, and Snell does it full stretch. Well, it's twice in the opening 15 minutes or so that Theo Snell has been called to action. Both times he's responded.
Started very well. He's had one great save. That was fairly comfortable for him, but he's handled it well. It's probably just what he needed to start first 15 minutes of a match. Two decent saves. His confidence will be up.
Laudrup playing that one through. This is Ferguson. It's gathered up by Edwin van der Sar. Ronald De Boer. Once again by Marcio Santos. Long one looking for Skolton. Goff's there. Touch from McCall. By Martin Rosa. Skolton. Babangida. Ronald De Boer, who's pushed well forward. The offside flag is up. Once again, the Ajax fans make their feelings known.
He's never off. Richard Goff is actually playing him on. And I think he's also in line, so there's probably three defenders playing him on. That's the danger again. Alex Cleland's got to be really aware of him tonight. Everything He's got to be, just to be on the safe side, is to leave him on the outside. Just leave him wide. Let him have it, because he's going to cause chaos every time he comes inside like that.
We really haven't seen all that much from Overmars on the other side yet. As Charlie mentioned earlier, he's still fighting his way back to full fitness. But there's still the odd burst of speed there.
Yeah, I think in the past also he's had a good relationship with Bogard, who likes to get forward. Not probably the best passer of the ball in the team, but he likes to get forward, and Overmars tends to make a lot of space for him. Even him as yet has not really put anything into the game so far going forward.
Decision goes Ajax way. So Moore getting the touch. Goff has to stretch. It comes off Ferguson. It's Moore again. This is Laudrup. Ferguson. Cleland. Kinnis. Gascoigne. A stumble there by Laudrup, but he regains his balance well. Gets away from Bogard. First time effort going in there from Alberts. Certainly Ajax are making mistakes at the back, and the Rangers are getting opportunities. So Van Vossen warming up. He certainly didn't take part in the training session here last night after his injury at Easter Road. Goff's header. Through by Ronald de Boer. Here's Overmars. Bjorklund's there though. So too is Moore. Here's Alberts. Took that one well. Now it's Ferguson. Good running by McInnes, but Skolton saw the run and matched it all the way. And now it's Bogard. Ronald de Boer. Frank de Boer has pushed well forward here. Babangida. Overmars. McCall did well there, got it away. His father is Ronald de Boer. Frank de Boer. Danny. Overmars. Bogard's running in support. Well, it's Overmars. Ronald de Boer. Another good save by Theo Snelders. He got the touch on that one. Corner kick to Ajax.
Yes, an excellent strike. Big Theo is watching it all the way. Just does the clever thing and knocks it. Don't take any chances with them. A more patient build-up from Ajax, more of what we're used to seeing from him. Overmars well involved in it. It's a great strike. And he's enough safe for Theo.
And it's behind for the corner kick to Ajax. Ferguson. So he's on penalty area. So again it's Overmars. Touch on there by Boer, way by Goff. Skolton's there. Claims for offside, but McCall had actually played the Ajax winger onside. Stuart McCall was lying deep inside the penalty area. Mark Overmars, 29 times he's been capped for Holland, but he was out for the best part of a year because of knee ligament damage, and of course missed Euro 96. Referee Helmut Krug from Germany. McCall wins that one. Gascoigne stretches. This is Overmars. That's a burst of pace now. They the ball from him. McCall's there though, so too is Ferguson. This is Alberts. He's quickly closed down though. Once again, Danny's in there, causing problems. It's Veltman. Gida. Skolton. Again, it's Babangida. Alberts has dropped into a deeper role. Gets a foot in there. It's Rangers ball.
There's a difference for Alec Cleland. Just shows him the outside, gets inside, he's got cover from Alberts, and suddenly wins himself a throw. He's just got to be as patient as that throughout the game tonight.
This is Alberts. Laudrup looking for Gascoigne. There's a nicely mopped up though by Bogard, who drifted into the middle. Now he's away down the left-hand side. Tremendous movement by the big defender. Well, Ian Ferguson will have to be very careful. That's the third free kick he's conceded in the opening 23 minutes of the match. Free kick just on the edge of the area. Another opportunity for the Dutch champions. Ronald de Boer tried to catch Theo Snelders with the direct approach.
He's fairly quiet so far also. Very influential player, as his brother is. When he's actually made the move, I think Frank de Boer has now actually went nearer Gascoigne to pick him up and left Santos to be spare now. But they're obviously giving them problems, Rangers.
Certainly Skolton is sitting a bit deeper tonight than normal. This is Laudrup. Frank de Boer to brother Ronald. Overmars has started the run but checked out of it. Well, will have to be very careful here. Away to McInnes. Marcio Santos. Frank de Boer. Wowser. Overmars. Falls in behind Ronald de Boer. It's picked up by Alberts. He was a bit casual with that though. Ajax have it again. Martin Rosa. Babangida. Flips it forward nicely. Superb goal by Danny. 25 minutes gone here in the Amsterdam Arena. And the Portuguese player gives Ajax the lead. It was a delightful ball played by Babangida. Just clipped it over the defence. And there was Danny picking his spot right in the corner.
It was a fine header, it's a lovely cross. Cleland's left a bit isolated with Babangida. Good cross, but you see the marking's bad. Craig Moore has been caught with two forwards. Danny's come in inside him with a good head in the corner. Snelders no chance, but it's been coming. They've started playing a little bit more pressure football in terms of around 25 yards out to Rangers. And something was going to give eventually with Babangida being influential.
So just 25 minutes gone here. And Rangers go behind after having had chances early on, albeit chances gifted by the Ajax defence. Well, Theo Snelders had brought off 3 decent saves, but he could do nothing there.
It just shows you though the level that you're at. You've got to take your opportunities when they come your way. If you would have took one out of the first 2 and then you get the lead, you just never know what reaction you get from Ajax. Who for the first 20 minutes or so were fairly subdued. The Rangers were doing everything fairly well. Now it's different.
Now they're going for the kill. It's through for Skolton. Arnold Skolton in his second spell here with Ajax. Went away for a while to the rivals Feyenoord. Foul is given against Craig Moore. These could be dangerous moments now for Rangers. Let's try and settle again. Building some play.
important they don't lose anything. The next 5 minutes, they just compose themselves. They're one down, so what? You know, the game must go forward now. And just still be patient and be clever when you have it, and don't give it away in silly positions.
Here's Danny again, who's having a superb game. Good ball to Overmars. It's Overmars against Moore. Skolton leaves it, and Danny was almost in the end of that one again. Here's Gascoigne. Good ball by him to McInnes. Alberts is away down the left. Laudrup's on the other side of the field. Cleland's running now in support of Alberts. It's right into the hands of Edwin van der Sar. Well, Gascoigne has been involved in an incident, and a red card has been shown to Paul Gascoigne. He appeared to lift his hand there.
Oh, he's had a blatant kick at him, Jerry. He's fell to the ground, and as the defender's coming by him, he's turned round, and we see it here. He simply has a kick at him as he turns round. The keeper jumps over him, and he lashes out. The referee is there to see the whole thing.
So another night of shame for Paul Gascoigne. He was red carded last year in Germany. And he takes a long walk again as treatment is given to Bogard. He certainly reacted angrily. And the referee had no hesitation. I really wonder what this means now for Paul Gascoigne. Walter Smith and Archie Knox will have to rearrange things now. Meanwhile, the Ajax player is going off.
Well, the worst thing of all is mainly for Walter Smith. So far, his taxes have been pretty good. He's balanced it quite well. He's given them a chance, considering they haven't got any strikers playing for them from the start tonight. And then suddenly they're down to 10 men. He's got to reshuffle the whole pack again. It's him who's going to end up with a problem again.
What Paul Gascoigne fails to grasp is that while referees at home might allow these indiscretions to go relatively unpunished with yellow cards, on the continent referees don't mess about. And really, that will rule them out, not just of the next game, but the last one as well. And there might be a further ban because UEFA will not be happy with the player having picked up 2 red cards in 2 seasons in this Champions League. So Walter Smith has worries tonight. His worries for that game in a fortnight's time at Ibrox against Ajax. Cleland is already out because of a second yellow card tonight. And Gascoigne is automatically ruled out. And here in the Amsterdam Arena, Rangers trail by a goal to 0. And here's Skolton. It's Danny trying to get through. Craig Moore was struggling there and had to push it behind for the corner. Well, Rangers are in all kinds of difficulty here. Reduced to 10 men. And now they face further pressure. So it's just over 30 minutes gone here. Meanwhile, Bogard is waiting to come back on as the corner kick is taken. It's off Richard Gough, and it's behind again for the corner. So Winston Bogard has recovered from the injury. Bangida sends it in. Again, the defence is all over the place. And it was Ian Ferguson who took the responsibility and got it away. And once again, the ball flying right across the face of the Rangers penalty area. This is Ronald de Boer taking on Gough. Frank de Boer. Now it's Overmars. Taking on Moore, delivering a good cross. That was Stuart McCall who got the touch on it. This is McInnes. McCall again. It's given away though. It's Danny. Babangida. Danny again. Winding up for the effort. Right into the hands of Theo Snelders. Oh, what a game this man's having.
He's far too good looking to be a footballer, Jerry. He's been playing it exceptionally well every time he's got the ball. I watched him quite a bit when he was at West Ham. He never really settled down to the English game, but here it obviously gives him a different opportunity.
And here's Laudrup for Rangers. Can they get something back here? Drifted away to the far post. Veltman's there. In comes Cleland. McInnes. A call to Alberts. It's Cleland again. Skolton's with him. There's an Ajax player on the pitch requiring some treatment. Closer. It is. Well, this match going live to many places tonight, and all kinds of commentary teams around us. One just in front from Indonesia. Well, of course, Charlie Nicholas was in Amsterdam with Celtic back in the early 80s when they beat Ajax 2-1 in the old Olympic Stadium. It was certainly quite an occasion, Charlie, and of course Johan Cruyff, who's working for Dutch television tonight, was one of your opponents.
Yes, he was. He certainly was. It was the old Olympic Stadium. Certainly not as gracious as what it is here tonight. But it was a similar. Here we see Gazza's incident again. He just lashed out. I don't know why, for the life of me, that he's done that, because I don't think Bogarde made any contact with him. It's a bit similar in terms that Rangers had to come here and get something tonight, as we did with Celtic in '82. Eventually we're lucky enough to get through, probably luck being a major part of it. But you know, Rangers not out of it yet, but obviously it's looking very difficult for them.
Being down to 10 men certainly makes that task even more difficult. The red mist descended and the red card was shown. This is Skolton. Santos. Played by Veltman, across to Bogarde. Frank de Boer. Overmars. Taking on Moore. Well, his heels were clipped there. Goff pulls out of the challenge. Goal kick is awarded. Certainly Rangers quite fortunate there to get away with that. Craig Moore clipped his heels, and then Goff just pulled out of the challenge. So 10 minutes to go to half-time here in the Amsterdam Arena. It's Ajax 1, Rangers 0. Danny, the scorer, after 25 minutes. It's Ronald de Boer. Get off by Danny. This is Rouser. Ronald de Boer, watched carefully by Ian Ferguson. He skips away from him. And from Goff, he tries a shot. And Snelders makes a save. Good play, though, by Ronald de Boer, but no great pace in the shot.
Well, it was good skill, though, but it wasn't encouraging for Rangers to see him skip by Ferguson so easily. Again, it's a situation that the board doesn't have. It's not blessed with great pace. You've just got to show him the flank, and then you'll get your support from McCall after that. You're putting him in a dangerous position, and again Snelders has made a good save from it.
Well, McInnes reacts well there to win that ball, but I'm afraid the effort is poor. He certainly showed good awareness there. Pushed in, won the ball. Well, it was McInnes who brought Rangers back to life with his goal at Ibrox against Larry Kavkas in the prelim round. And they need something from him tonight. Bogarde, Overmars, stepping away from Moore again. This is rather ominous looking for Rangers. Overmars, and again it's Snelders. But it was the ease there with which Overmars got away from Moore that's a worrying thing for the Scottish champions. Well, this is Ajax's third consecutive appearance in the Champions League. Of course, they won the tournament a couple of years ago. And and were runners-up last season. And despite the effects of the Bosman ruling and their injury situation, you can see tonight they're still a force. Ajax, of course, have always been used to playing to big passionate crowds at the old Olympic Stadium, which held around 40,000, but most of their home matches at the old Demir Stadium, well, it held just 18,000, so it's a remarkable turnaround. Every match here now, the crowd is around 50,000. Very much like Rangers and Celtic now in that it's season ticket driven. This is Ronald de Boer, slipped there by Ian Ferguson. Gets in the early cross, it's away from the goalkeeper, and Alec Cleland reacts with Babangida coming in on the far side.
He's done fairly well in the last 10-15 minutes, Cleland. He's settled down a bit. Babangida's been a bit quieter, so big up for him. He's settled down and kept his head quite well now.
So more pressure here for Thea Snelders. Goff who gets a touch on it. Here's Laudrup. Controls it well, but runs right into Skolton. This is Overmars. Corner to Ajax, conceded by Alberts. That's Overmars. On by De Boer, away by Goff. This is Skolton. Danny. Got by Santos. Frank De Boer. Ronald De Boer. Away by Bjorklund. It's Frank De Boer, still well forward. Cam defending there from Craig Moore, who's had a difficult evening against the pace of Overmars. So just over 5 minutes of this first half left here in Amsterdam. It's Ajax 1, Rangers 0. Danny the scorer after 25 minutes. And Rangers reduced to 10 men because of the ordering off of Paul Gascoigne. Here's Overmars again. Getting away from Craig Moore, delivering the cross. It's another one for Danny. Danny strikes again. Ajax 2, Rangers 0. Again, the blistering pace of Overmars, getting away from Moore. Excellent cross. And another header from Danny. 2-0.
That's a superb cross. The cross makes it. Danny just wants to glide it because of the pace it's on the cross. Snelders is ever supposed to get a touch in it. But you see the cross, it's tailor-made for Danny. Just needs to find the corner if he can. It's a great header, great goal, and it's been coming. It's been on the cards, and especially down the Rangers' right flank. Ajax time after time have opened them up.
Well, Rangers have certainly got a couple of thousand fans here, maybe a few more, certainly a lot travelled. And they're suffering another night of misery here. But Ajax are waiting to make a change. Richard Witschke is down on the track side. And it's Martin Rauser who'll be going off. Well, Witschke has been fighting back to fitness of late. And Scottish fans will remember him from Euro 96. So it's played in, Goff's well forward. It's well taken though by Edwin van der Sar from the Rangers skipper. There's Babangida. Being urged on by this large crowd, again showing great pace. And it's the pace on the flanks now that is really tearing Rangers apart. Ajax get the decision. Stuart McCall isn't happy. So 3 minutes of this first half left. Ajax are chasing more goals. It really does look well beyond Rangers now. Down to 10 men, trailing by 2 goals to 0. 2 superb headers by Danny. One cross coming from the right, one from the left. Here's another one coming in, and it's Craig Moore. It's in there, just ahead of Vichka.
Certainly the pace that they put in these crosses and the free kicks are causing all sorts of problems.
Walter Smith says it all. Marcio Santos pushing forward there to join the attack. Hugely influential player tonight. His goals apart in the early stages. Some of his teammates were trying to find their feet. He was hugely influential in the centre of midfield. And since then he's pushed further and further forward and got to the end. Good crosses from Babangida and from Overmars. Vichka, Bogard, Santos. It's Veltman, Skolton. And good movement off the ball by Ajax. It's Babangida. Skolton. Good play again. Oh, a great effort going in from Danny. And he comes again. And it's Bjorklund who gets it away. Well, almost a hat-trick for the Portuguese player. A stunning effort with the left foot over Snelders. Saved by the crossbar. Here comes the corner kick. It's Richard Goff who gets it away. But the referee has awarded a free kick. You honestly wonder, Charlie, we're just going into stoppage time in this first half, what Walter Smith can say to these players now.
Well, there's not a great deal he can. They gave him everything, and the pattern was pretty solid at the start. They had 2 good opportunities to open the scoring themselves, but since the sending off, it's been nothing but problems.
Richard Goff and conversation there with Ronald de Boer. Meanwhile, Ajax get on with things. It's played through to Overmars. This is a call for Rangers. It's a Vichka. Free kick is given against McInnes. He had a tug at the jersey of Frank de Boer. It's going to be a long second half for Rangers and their supporters here. We've played a minute of stoppage time. This is Vichka. Skolton. Babangida. The offside flag is up though. And Skolton was just a bit slow in releasing that one. Breaks for Ian Ferguson. This is Laudrup. Alberts is away down the left-hand side. Hadn't been spotted though by Laudrup, who drifts in the opposite direction. Blitz Laudrup. He's now looking for McInnes, but Overmars has gone back to provide the cover. Half-time whistle sounds. It's been a miserable first half for Rangers. Certainly they had chances in the early stages. 2 mistakes by Frank de Boer. They set up chances for Laudrup and Gascoigne, but Danny there has been the hero of Ajax, scoring with headers after 25 minutes and again after 41 minutes. The half-time score here in Amsterdam is Ajax 2, Rangers 0.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better, does it? That's the story of the first half. Ajax 2, Rangers 0, as Jerry says. The views of Ali McCoy and Graham Spears on the key moments in Amsterdam, and there were plenty of those in just a couple of minutes from now. Hello again, half-time in Amsterdam. It's Ajax 2, Rangers 0. Ali, it doesn't get any better for Rangers in the Champions League, does it?
No, unfortunately, it's been a bit of a disastrous first half. After I have to say, a good start, I felt the first 15-20 minutes was very encouraging, and a couple of good opportunities in that period of time. But then we lost the goal, which came from a bad defensive error. We lost the ball in the middle of the park. And credit to them, I mean, they've taken full advantage, and there's only been 1 team in it. And
then it all started. Now, there's a goal, Graham, and Rangers have themselves to blame here.
Yeah,
Danny, in space.
It was a terrific header. At that time in the match, Rangers were having troubles with Babangida, and it's a problem for a fullback. Do you give him space, or do you sit on him? Now, Cleland was in the box and was giving him a bit of space. Yeah. I think he has to, a fullback has to hold off a little bit, or else he can just slip past him. But the cross was excellent, and the header was fantastic, right into the corner. Yeah,
great header. Ali, I mean, this is difficult for you probably, but we must talk about the Gascoigne incident. Now, what was he playing at here? Obviously, there was something going on between him and Bogard, but there was no need for this.
No, none at all. It's actually inexcusable. It is inexcusable. You see, Bogard gives him one there. He gives him a wee elbow, which central defenders do to forwards. And he'll say he's protecting his goalkeeper, and Gaza just loses the raggy and kicks. And he's got to be sent off. I mean, it's foolish. As you see, Bogard gives him a nudge there, and definitely, it's a wee elbow, but they do that, centre-halves do that, and Gaza kicks out there. And he's got to go. I'm not convinced that. He's not hurt, but that doesn't matter. The action's there and the intent's there, and he's got to go.
And the thing is, Ali, every tactical plan that Walter set in place is undermined there.
Yeah.
I mean, Walter can plan the team all he likes, but the minute Gascoigne does that, his plans are disrupted.
And it's bound to start going wrong from that moment, and it did go wrong again, Graham, because Danny scored a second goal, but a great header and a tremendous running cross from Overmars.
Yeah, I mean, I think a problem Rangers have is they are very, very exposed on the flanks, especially the left flank. Now, you don't want to get into the business of condemning any player, but Walter Smith could argue that Craig Moore is essentially a reserve fullback, which he is. And Mark Overmars has got exceptional pace, and Craig Moore is having real trouble with him.
What about that? I mean, Ali, the kid didn't crack it with West Ham apparently, but he's doing it tonight.
As Charlie said, I mean, Danny seems to be the man at the moment. I'm just pleased Kylie's no fit, or we'd really be struggling. But I feel I've got to stick up for both fullbacks. I think Cleland and Moore have been a little bit exposed in the respect that Babangida and Overmars, you won't get two faster players in the games yet. Yeah. And they're flying machines, and they're not even attempting to beat them with ability. They're just knocking the ball by them and using their pace. And I feel a little bit that they're being exposed in the respect that we're not getting aimed out behind the two lads to give them a little bit of a hand.
The thing is, I don't mean to condemn the fullbacks. I think the best fullbacks in the world would be troubled by these guys. I mean, they've got exceptional pace.
Their pace is unbelievable.
They're in the mood, aren't they?
Oh, they really are. And to be fair to them, they're both equally, talented players, and their pace is causing problems.
Okay. Well, more analysis of the first half from Ali and Graham in a couple of minutes from now. Remember, it's 2-0 Ajax. Welcome back. If you've just come in, it's 2-0 to Ajax in Amsterdam against Rangers tonight. Ali, it could have been so different. Now, Laudrup had a great chance early on, very early on, and Ajax were caught cold, in particular De Boer.
It was an uncharacteristic mistake from De Boer. You see, it's a difficult ball, and he just helps into Laudrup's path, and it's one of these things, Jim. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't, and he lifts it over the goalkeeper. But it's a bit unfortunate in the respect if he miscues it completely, Gascoigne could maybe walk it into the net, but he doesn't hit the target and it's a chance gone. And we all know that you don't get a lot of chances, especially against a team of Ajax quality.
Yeah, indeed. And then strangely, another chance presented itself, Graham, when Gascoigne had a chance. Now, of course, we now know that he's been red carded, he is off. But before that, he had a great chance here.
Yeah, it was another uncharacteristic error by De Boer, but he got in and he just lost his footing there. I mean, when you saw it the first time, you thought, could there be a penalty claim? But there clearly wasn't. He just and Gascoigne, to be fair, acknowledged that he didn't play act at all. He knew that he'd lost his footing.
Hindsight's a great thing there, Jim, but once you dispossessed the ball, you just wish now that he'd hit it earlier.
Yeah.
But obviously Gazza's got the talent to ground goalkeepers, and at that time he probably thought that was the right thing to do. Definitely slipped, but I just wish he'd hit it earlier.
And the thing is, Ali, like it or not, viewers at home must be sick of us saying what could have happened, what might have been. This has been the story of the Champions League.
It certainly has. I mean, it's just one of these things. As you saw there, and you rightly said, we could have been 2 up, but we've been through this story before. We're not 2 up, and all of a sudden we're 2 down. Because you've got to take your chances against this sides of this quality.
Yeah.
And we haven't done it tonight, and we found ourselves in the wrong end of a 2-0 deficit at the moment.
Graham, Gorham's out, Snelders has come in, but he's done all right. He had no chance with either header from Danny. Interestingly, Rangers have conceded 6 goals out of 7 in the Champions League to headers, but Snelders is doing well tonight, isn't he?
He has, yeah. It's interesting because you would think this game would be a challenge for Theo Snelders going back to his homeland. He would want to prove himself, and I think he's had a good first half. He's made good stuff. There were 2 shots on the ground. This one here, he did well. We thought it took a slight deflection, but he spread himself and he made the save. And he's had another couple of saves when the shots have been along the ground, but he could have spilled the ball, but he's grafted it cleanly. I think he's done okay.
You go with that, I think, Ali. I mean, he has done well. There's other examples of it. There.
Yeah, that's a good stop. You would expect him to save that, being honest with you, Jim, but at the same time, it's a free kick, and the Continentals can produce things of exceptional talent from these free kicks, and he deals with it very well. Gets down, gets 2 hands in it. The thing I felt about Theo this evening is he's made some good saves at crucial times. At the same time, the ball hasn't come off him, and everything that he saved is stuck to him. And I don't want to be tempting fate here, but I mean, he's looked good because he's waited for his chance. Because Andy, in my opinion, is probably one of, if not the best goalkeeper in Europe, so it's been difficult for him to bide his time.
You're right.
He's done well first half.
How do you follow somebody like Gorham? But Snelders is making a good job of it. He's doing all right. And we always remember, Ali, here in the story, that his bottle went when he was due to play for Holland in Holland, and he didn't want to come out. But tonight he's out and he's being positive.
Well, of course, these were rumours that were never founded but never verified. And I think Theo has proved a lot of people, maybe the doubters, wrong this evening, especially that first half performance. Still another 45 minutes to go, I hasten to add. But he's been magnificent tonight, and as I said, it's done his confidence no harm at all. Yeah,
and let's hope Snelders can keep it going in the second half, because they need him to keep his concentration in this game.
To be honest, if he has this history of nerves, which he did have, because something clearly happened that night when he refused to play for Holland, if I were Snelders, I would have been a bit nervous. He's not had a competitive game.
No.
He's coming into this game and he's playing in the new Amsterdam Arena. So, you couldn't blame him for being nervous, but he's done well. OK, lads, well, that's it for the time being. Back to Amsterdam. Charlie Nicholas and Jerry McNee for the second half. Remember, it's 2-0 Ajax as it stands.
Thanks, Jim. Welcome back to the Amsterdam Arena. The second half just about to get underway. There are no further changes in the Ajax lineup. They made one change in the first half. Vitschke come on for Rouser. And no changes for Rangers. They're reduced to 10 men because Rangers have the ordering off of Paul Gascoigne. So Rangers have really got to just knuckle down here and make sure they're not on the end of a real hiding. But after 3 games, certainly after tonight with 3 games played, you can wave goodbye to this Champions League unless something very dramatic happens. Still 3 games to come. Ajax go to Ibrox in a couple of weeks' time. And then there's a visit from Grasshopper of Zurich. And then Rangers in the final match go to Auxerre. Right away, there's a chance on, there's no flag. And again, that's Snelders from Scholten. Well, Rangers defenders were looking around there. Towards the assistant referee, looking for a flag. This little ball played through by De Boer. Snelders again. Well. Free kick has been awarded to Ajax. And this tonight, remember, is Ajax without Danny Blind, the skipper, and without Patrick Kluivert, Jari Litmanen, and Peter Hoekstra. Rangers obviously have had problems too, with all of the strikers being injured for this one. But, the worst news for Rangers is that players on the bench like Wouter and Bush Sampa are players who could come on and cause even further problems. Very pacey and tricky. Here come Ajax again. Cole digs in well. This is Moore. kick is awarded.
It becomes a real problem now for the second half, really, is Rangers, they don't really have an out ball anymore. You know, Ali's saying back in the studio there that they've been exposed, the two full-backs, which is quite right. They feel probably terrified to go forward at the time because I'm not getting any cover when it comes. The example was the first goal with Cleland, who's done fairly well for a period against a very, very pacey player. And he's left exposed, so now they're a bit frightened really to get forward, so it's difficult for Rangers to have this out ball.
You can see out there that Alberts has been dropping further back, and Laudrup's very much on his own up front now. But here's Babangida. He's on to the return, but good challenge goes in from Alec Cleland. Again, the Nigerian international player causing Rangers problems in these early stages of the second half. Bogart has moved forward for the set piece. This is Skolton. Veltman. Vitschke. Bring it through for De Boer. Again, Frank De Boer pushing forward. In those early stages, he was under pressure and almost gifted a couple of goals, but as the match has gone on, he's been pushing further and further forward. And this is Ronald De Boer going through now, challenged by Goff. And it's Bjorklund who provides a cover. Now it's Moore. A little bit of slackness by Moore, gets away with it though. Once again, Danny was the man providing the challenge. Full name is Daniel Da Cruz Carvalho, but Danny will suit for the occasion. This is Veltman. Babangida. Well, although the Dutch international team are changing their style, Ajax still prefer to play with the two wide players, and it's certainly been very effective tonight, setting up both of their goals. Rangers in trouble in midfield again. Once again, it's Danny. This is Ronald De Boer. Danny again. Across to Vitschke. Frank De Boer. Skolton. Babangida. It's Bogart. He's a bit short with that one for Overmars. It's away by Goff. Again, the two De Boers combine. Frank De Boer. Ronald De Boer sends it through. It's cleared by Moore. This is Laudrup. He's a lot to do here, though. 4 Ajax players around him. And it's a free kick against Vitschke.
Well, he done very well. He said he's not got any pass. He's no options on, just to suddenly hold it. He did that, and he got the free kick. He done very well there.
This is McCall. Cleland. McInnes. Alberts. Cleland again, better play by Rangers. Alberts, back to Cleland. Rangers have got players forward here if he can get in the cross, but runs right into Skolton. Stuart McCall gets that one away from Babangida. And again. Frank De Boer. Danny. Babangida. Veltman. Skolton. That's mopped up by McInnes. Well, again, you can see Laudrup's very much on his own, fighting a lost cause. Ajax more or less strolling out. It's Vitschke playing it through. This is Danny. Bjorklund's with him. Corner kick. Bogarde moves forward, so too does Marcio Santos. Bogarde going into the near post. Once again, it's Danny on the end of that one. Now it's McInnes, very much on his own. He gets the decision. Just looking down there, 4 or 5 Ajax players in behind him.
Yeah, they've now got the game at such a tempo, Ajax. You know, Rangers have really got to struggle to get passes. They need some magic from Laudrup here on the ball.
Veltman's with him, he gets in a decent cross, though, but there's no one on the end of it.
Well, I think it'd be disappointing with Albertz. He really should have broke his back to get in there, force the issue, but he just decided to go half-paced. Where you had somebody like a forward in there, but a bust their neck to try and get at least half a chance there.
This is Ian Ferguson, Albertz, Moore. Again, Ajax getting plenty of players behind the ball. It's Ferguson. Off. Laudrup now on the right-hand side against Santos. The experience of the Brazilian defender there, not committing himself. This is Moore. Again, Goff has moved forward. He gets a touch on the ball, but there's no one there to run onto it.
Yeah, again, the example, no one prepared to take the gamble. It must be fair to Derek McInnes. He's broke his back and opportunities to get there. Always made the effort. Just think Albertz, a little bit more of him, you know, just commit yourself a bit more.
Well, good throw by Ian Ferguson. But the cover provided by Babangida. Frank de Boer. Babangida. A moment ago we saw his defensive qualities, now he's running at Rangers again. Ronald de Boer. Still it's Babangida. It's Vichka. Away by Ferguson. Ronald de Boer. Frank de Boer. Vichka. Good cross, and he was almost in the end of that one again, but Björklund did well. Ajax have the corner.
Great pace, just played into the space, trying to force Danny to get the header again. Good cover from Björklund. Yeah, and they've got a beautiful patience about their play, the Ajax, when they have it outside Rangers box. You know they don't have to force the issue. Just take their time and something will open up for them.
It's away by Moore. Veltman has plenty of time here. Danny, good ball played into his feet. It's away by Cleland. This is Laudrup. Albertz. Laudrup starts a run. Good fun defending though by John Veltman. This is Skolton. Veltman again. Frank de Boer. Vichka. Overmars is wide left. This is Ronald de Boer. A stumble there by Overmars. Overmars, who laid on the second goal for Danny. An excellent cross from the left-hand side. This is Bogarde. Vichka. Danny. That's McCall for Rangers. McInnes. Midfield area. Trying to force things forward. Now it's Albertz. McCall. Laudrup. Welland is running in support. A stumble there by Laudrup as he tried to play that through. Marcio Santos. Bogarde. Frank de Boer. Brother Ronald. Bogard. Ronald de Boer. Vichka. Mars has drifted into the middle. Danny's there as well. Oh, nicely left by Ronald de Boer. It's Frank de Boer. It's over Mars. And a stumble by him at the vital moment, but he drifted into the penalty area as Ajax built that move, and the chance was almost on for him.
Again, no, there's nothing forced about their play. They simply keep passing the ball and moving. And they know that a time will arise where a space will open up and they'll thread the pass through. Not an example of real quality. You don't need to rush everything.
We've gone 58 minutes at the Amsterdam Arena. Ajax 2, Rangers 0. Ajax in possession through Veltman. Babangida. Skolten. And good movement off the ball. Frank de Boer sends it through. This is Moore for Rangers. Again, he's no real support. Ajax have possession again. This is Vichka. Santos. Babangida. That's the call for Rangers. A slip one by him, a stumble by Alberts, who tried to get to it. It's Veltman. Ronald de Boer. Frank de Boer. And showing plenty of patience, it's Vichka. Over Mars. Goff has been pulled out of the central area. Here's Bogard. Tried to play the 1-2 with Danny. And Ajax have the free kick just outside the area. Craig Moore conceding. Three players over the ball. It's Frank de Boer who strikes it. Well, claiming there was a touch on it, but the referee isn't interested. Well, 42 caps he's won for Holland now. Frank de Boer joined Ajax at the age of 14. Now 26 years of age, and he's won all of the major honours with the Amsterdam club. This is Ian Ferguson. He loses out though to Overmars. Vichka. Bogard. Overmars. Danny. Overmars again. Skolten. Babangida. Well, Clellan saw a little chance to get in there. As the ball bounced awkwardly for the Ajax winger. They have the throw just in line with the penalty area. It's Veltman. Slick one by him, picked up by Laudrup. This is Alberts. Again, not many options for him. He does well, he finds Laudrup. Alberts keeps a run going. Goff had made a run through the middle. Rangers have to settle for the throw-in. Rangers finding it so difficult to get players forward and support. On the odd occasion they do get into the wide areas. It's Alberts. It's away to McCall. It's closed down by Danny. Alberts, McCall again. Laudrup. Babangida gets in first up. Skolten. Free kick against Ian Ferguson.
becomes so difficult for Rangers. Alberts has done fairly well there. It's so difficult because sometimes you're teased in to just put a short pass and try and keep the hold of the ball. And they've got the extra man to Bresci, so eventually it's going to break down somewhere.
This is Ferguson, Bjorklund. Play by Cleland, looking up to see who's arriving. Laudrup's on the far side. It's away by De Boer. Vitschke. Comes McCall. Go by Veltman. Oh, a slap one by Marcio Santos. Turn by Laudrup. It's Alberts. Laudrup again. Oh, and Ferguson had started the run, but ball just away from him. Oh, what a pedigree Ajax have. 26 times champions of Holland, 12 times cup winners, twice world club champions, 4 times winners of the European Champions Cup, 3 European Super Cups, the European Cup Winners' Cup and the UEFA Cup. It's quite staggering.
Well, it's not bad, I suppose. But they're a very talented team. Seem to be even young kids come through, 17, 18 here. Put into the system without any worries. It's the way they can balance from back to front. They look as if they can play in any positions, these players. It's a real quality, typical European mentality. But great believers and winners, and you know, when you've got that blessed into your club, you just don't ever see it really losing it. But they have got problems this season, a bit more than they're used to. But they still have major talented players here. And I think once they get into the habit of winning again regular, they'll obviously still be a force.
Of course, as we mentioned, Denny Blunt, Patrick Kluivert, Gary Littman and Peter Hoekstra all to come back.
Some frightening names, Kluivert and I think Littman in particular, 2 outstandingly talented players and a big part of the success at Ajax.
There's Babangida. He finds some space. Away by McCall. Veltman, Skolton, Babangida. Get off. Ronald De Boer to Frank De Boer. Vitschke. De Boer sends it through. Good ball for Vitschke. Just a bit too much pace, or perhaps Vitschke a little bit slow to respond, but the outcome is a corner kick to Ajax. Comes in at pace. Away by McInnes. As far as Danny. Goes from Bjorklund. It's McInnes. Again, Danny's in there battling. Rangers get possession again. This is Laudrup. It's away from Skolton. Bogart's there though, providing further cover. Goes to the far side. Cam defending there by Marcio Santos. 40 caps he's won for Brazil. There's a World Cup medal. Another indication of the experience there is in this side. There's Overmars. Vitschke. Looking for Danny. By Cleland. Loses out though. To Babangida. then cam defending by Richard Gough.
He's done ever so well, Schnell does. Never been a question mark over his ability. Everybody has always thought he's never had this problem at pressure level after the issue of his national team. But if everybody wants to get back into it, I think he's done himself a power of good tonight so far.
This is Bogart. Frank de Boer. Witschke. Free kick against Gough. Yellow card. Well, another hammer blow for Rangers. That's Gough now, along with Cleland and Gascoigne, out of the game against Ajax at Ibrox. Really, the way things are going, it won't matter too much because Rangers are surely out of this Champions League now. Bauer plays it through to the feet of Overmars. And McCall nips in there just ahead of Ronald de Boer. This is Alberts. Runs away well from Skolton. Laudrup is to his left. It's his only option. Through for Laudrup. Well, corner kick, says the referee. Marcio Santos was who made the challenge. Good play by Alberts. Laudrup started the run. Alberts had a look out towards the right-hand side. There was no one there, and this was the only option. Well, the referee had a look at that and then pointed out towards the corner flag.
Certainly the case there. I think he just got to the ball before Santos. I think you can tell by Santos' reaction there. He knew he took the gamble, and I thought Laudrup caught him and probably deserved the pen. Great skill from Alberts.
And it's Alberts who takes the corner. A good one away by Skolton. Here's McCall. Cut! Alberts. It's Skolton who's there. From Frank de Boer. But Cleland's there. That's 70 minutes gone here in the Amsterdam Arena. Still Ajax lead by 2-0. Both goals coming from Danny, the Portuguese international player. After 25 and 41 minutes. Rangers playing this entire second half with 10 men because of the leveling off of Paul Gascoigne. McCall. Bjorklund. Cleland. Guinness. Rangers commit players forward. It's important McInnes holds possession here. He's got the throw in. By Alberts. Free kick. Witschke, the culprit. And it's a bit of warning from the German referee. Chance here for Alberts. Starts the run, flips it forward though.
Tend to be disappointing, Alberts, when you don't see him put some power into it.
There's Bjorklund, Laudrup. Ferguson starts a run. Still it's Laudrup. McCall's through the middle. The effort going in from Richard Goff. A poor one. Rangers skipper has made over 400 appearances now since joining Rangers from Spurs 10 years ago. Must be feeling absolutely miserable at the way Rangers have played in this Champions League again this season. Lost the first game to Grasshopper, the second to Auxerre. Now they're losing to Ajax. Through by Santos, Babangida, Ronald de Boer, through by McCall to McInnes. Hey! What now? Lekker nonchalant spelen. Louis van Gaal, the Ajax coach. I really never reached the first team for Ajax, played in the youth system. But what a successful coach he's been. So Overmars is brought down. And again, Craig Moore was under pressure from the pace of the Ajax winger. Another card was shown there. And that's another one out. It really is coming into an evening of real misery for Rangers. 4 players who started tonight will miss the return against Ajax. Snelder's having to bring off another good save. Overmars getting in the shot.
It's a decent strike. You would expect Theo to save this right enough, but he's done well. He's held on to it. Could easily have just knocked it back out into a danger area again. McCall presses quite well. Makes it awkward for the shot. Snelder's has done well. I think you quite rightly mentioned how miserable they would be when they look at their form over tonight. I don't think they've actually been disappointing. I think obviously the sending off of Gascoigne's upset their rhythm, although they were 1 down at the time. But other than that, they've worked very hard. They've maybe lacked a bit of imagination. When you're down to 10 men against a team of this quality, it becomes difficult to get involved in a passing game or anything like that. So, I mean, they've worked ever so hard for their manager, but again, it's an upsetting scoreline at the moment for them.
Ajax pushing forward again. It's Ronald de Boer. Corner kick. And again, you see tonight the influence of these brothers. Ronald de Boer there was Dutch Footballer of the Year a couple of years back. And a spell also at 20 Enschede before returning to Ajax for just over £1 million. Away now to Skolton. Good ball by him. Ronald de Boer. It's picked up by Stuart McCall. Rangers have the problem again. Few options and it's given away. McCall looked around there. And Laudrup on the far side was perhaps his only chance. He tried to make the pass and once again Rangers surrender possession. And this is Vichka. Skolton. Babangida. Frank de Boer. Ronald de Boer holding off the challenge of Goff. It's Bogarde. Vichka trying to find Overmars. Good challenge though by Stuart McCall. Now it's Moore. Well, Ajax are getting ready to make another change. Northern Wouter is preparing to come on. He's certainly a player that will pose fresh problems for Rangers. Meanwhile, it's Skolton. McInnes who steps in. Set out by Frank de Boer. This is Danny. Skulton stepping away quite easily from Alberts. Played by Frank de Boer to Witschke. Over Mars. Bogard. Skulton. Again, the Boers combine. The shot goes in. It's a good one. Frank de Boer again. And another good save by Theo Schnelders. So Ajax will take off Danny, who scored both their goals. He goes off to a huge ovation. And this crowd of almost 50,000. On comes Norden Wouter, another player who has come through the youth system. Hero of the night departs. This is Skulton. The home fans looking for more goals. Ajax started the campaign well with a 1-0 win in Auxerre, but the last year, a bit of a shock it was too to Grasshopper. They certainly had 5 good goal chances that night, failed to take any of them, and were then caught by a 35-yard free kick from Yakin, whom Rangers fans will remember from the match in Zurich. This is Santos. Just over 10 minutes left here as Laudrup loses out. This is Wouter. By Cleland to Alberts. Good play by Alberts. Very nicely there from Frank de Boer, but there are 3 players queuing up for him here. Ian Ferguson has started a run, but Witschke matched it all the way. Ian Ferguson feels he was impeded. He's not made a good run forward.
Good skill again from Alberts. He's done well when he's picked the ball up in kind of the semi-centre circle area. He seemed to have been running at people and causing problems. He's done very well.
So Rangers waiting to make a couple of changes now. Charlie Muller and Peter Van Vossen are coming on. As Laudrup leaves the field, and off goes McInnes. Charlie Miller makes an early challenge and he gets the decision. It's Rangers ball. Charlie Miller has 1 European goal already this season. He scored against Vladikavkaz. We look back to that night and all the hopes and expectations. The Rangers won very well away from home. It's all gone wrong for them. Richard Gough there tries to get something back. Again, he's off target.
They battled ever so hard, Rangers, to their credit. It's not been easy for them, but they've battled away, tried to get as much out of the game as possible in this second half. It's always been against them. But even Laudrup, McInnes went off. I thought worked very hard. McInnes in particular ran all night, did whatever he could do when he had it. Was keen to get forward, but again, it's just lack of numbers.
It'll be interesting to see what Rangers do concerning Paul Gascoigne. He's picked up a 2nd red card in this competition. Sent off last December in Germany, and again this evening for a foolish act. This is Babangida. Through now for Wouter. Goff's in there just ahead of him. Schnelders makes the clearance. It's Bogard. Witschke. Over Mars. Witschke does well. Babangida's in there, but Bjorklund provided cover. Well, Rangers are waiting to make another change. And Durant is getting ready to come on. by Bogart. Rangers cut a bit square here. Craig Moore's trying to make up ground, but the chance is certainly on. Babangida! 3-0 to Ajax. 83 minutes gone in the Amsterdam Arena. Tijani Babangida.
Well, it's bad defending. Again, Craig Moore's been exposed. He's came from inside the central area. Snelders has done ever so well to get a hand to it. It's fell luckily for Babangida. But, you know, it was bad defending. Ian Ferguson now going off.
Well, Ferguson off. Durant is on as we watch this replay. Snelders did ever so well. An easy one there for Babangida.
He must be ever so disappointed, Snelders. They played so well with the pressure being on him, and still they're losing 3-0. He must be so disappointed.
So Rangers lost 3 goals to Grasshopper in Zurich. 3 down here. They lost 2 at home against Auxerre. It's a quite miserable record. You honestly wonder though, as well, Charlie, psychologically what this might do to Rangers in terms of the domestic form.
Well, that's true. I think that becomes a real serious problem to them. I mean, they'll be a very tired team, I think, tonight after this. And obviously their confidence will be down.
And here's another chance on. It's Wouter. Babangida's with him. So too is Overmars. Goal kick. Well, there were 2 options there. Overmars to the left. Babangida to the right. It was the substitute, Wouter, going through. He turned there against Bjorklund. And Richard Goff it was, who did just enough.
He's done well to get back. Yeah, I think they'll be a tired team, and then they get into Saturday looking at Aberdeen as opponents, and suddenly, you know, the confidence is low again, and they'll need to get themselves motivated for that game, because the fans again will be disappointed after another European bad night. You know, when it comes to it, they just can't keep lifting themselves all the time. I've seen them struggle, usually the following Saturdays after getting defeats in Europe.
That's a free kick against Santos. Foul on Van Vossen. We're inside the final 5 minutes of the match here in Amsterdam. 3-0 to Ajax. It's Durant with the free kick for Rangers. It's really about some consolation now. Goff's up there, but it's well defended. Pushing and shoving. It's a Rangers ball. Free kick. Well, Rangers will really be struggling to put a team on the park a fortnight hence at Ibrox against Ajax. Do they have another free kick? Shouting in the direction of the referee. Fans have started their celebrations. The Mexican wave goes all around this fantastic stadium. This is Bjorklund. Rangers almost running into trouble. It's McCall. Handball. Free kick to Rangers. Well, next season the Champions League will be increased from 16 clubs to 24, 6 groups of 4. But the Scottish champions, whoever they are, will have a lot to do. Here's a chance on for Rangers. They've got one back. Ian Durant, a man who's got a tremendous scoring record in European football. Tucks one away with a couple of minutes left. Some consolation for Rangers. And they finish this off well past Van der Sar. Ajax 3, Rangers 1.
Great run from Durant, and then just nice composure just to place it in the corner. Okay, it's nothing but a consolation, but it was a fine goal.
Mars goes in for that one. Let's replay for the throw to Ajax. Inside the final 2 minutes, plus any stoppage time. Vota. Ronald de Boer. Veltman. Slight one there by Vota. Albert sends it through. There's no flag. Here's a chance for Van Vossen. He's very much on his own. He'll have to finish it off. And Van der Sar does enough. It's Marcia Santos who headed it back to the goalkeeper. But Van Vossen broke there. The Ajax defenders looked out for an offside flag, but certainly Van Vossen was very much on his own. So we're inside the final minute. Goff struggling here. It's another one. And the substitute does it. 4-1 to Ajax. And we're into stoppage time. Richard Goff was always struggling there. And Norden Vota just lifted it over. Ajax 4, Rangers 1.
He just perseveres, he keeps fighting, he won't give up the cause, and his pace is giving Richard Goff problems, and he just does enough to lift over Pierce Snelders.
Well, Alberts was almost in the end of that one. It's Ajax again in possession. The offside flag is up though. Well, Bjorklund and Ronald de Boer getting into a bit of a tangle. But the offside flag was up in any case against the Ajax player, who's now being warned by the referee. Two goals from Danny, one from Babangida and one from Vota. And Ingerant getting Rangers consolation. So we're well into stoppage time now. Good turn by Overmars. There could be more to come here. Ajax are getting players forward. It's Vouter again. Bjorklund challenges. And the referee awards a free kick to Rangers. Also checks his watch. It's McCall in possession. We'll play a minute of stoppage time. The whistle sounds, and again it's a black night for Rangers. They've lost by 4 goals to 1. They lost Paul Gascoigne, who was red carded for an act of folly. And Cleland, Goff and Moore are ruled out of the game in a fortnight's time because of a second yellow card. So handshakes all round. It's another black night for Rangers in the Champions League.
That's it. That's the story for Rangers on match day 3 of the Champions League. 4-1 Ajax. We'll be discussing the implications of that result after this short break. We're back in a couple of minutes. welcome back. Another bad night for Rangers. 4-1 defeat in Amsterdam against Ajax tonight. Ali, what can you say? I mean, it gets worse and worse, doesn't it?
Oh, it's a very disappointing result, there's no doubt about that, Jim. But at the same time, I felt we shot ourselves in the foot with the sending off, and it was always going to be an uphill struggle after that. And I was just pleased. I mean, Charlie correctly said the lads battled away very hard in the second half without looking as if they're going to get anything. Yeah. And to get a goal was pleasing, but we're up against it, technically against a superior side.
And with many good players on the night as well. Babangida played a great game for Ajax tonight, Graham, didn't he? He made it 3-0.
Yeah, he did, yeah. We were saying in the first half how he was causing them problems. And he came in here, got the rebound and stuck it away. Rangers at that point, it's hard to know what the game plan can be. It's such a lost cause. They're missing a player that the manager paid £4 million for. Yeah. Good save from Snelders. We felt that he
he was unlucky there. Babangida in a car accident recently, but it wasn't slow there. Ali, you were delighted here in the studio when Durant came on and he scored. And full marks to the player.
It was great, because it was great to see. He had a wee gamble here. Peter gets the ball and comes inside and shows some good skill, and the wee man has a gamble off him. And it's a great finish outside his right foot. It really was. It was... as you see, he runs off, and it's a great finish outside the right foot, knocks it in.
It's very reminiscent of the young Durant we knew, slicing, timing the run and spearing through defenders. You know, it was great to see.
The two early chances in this game tonight, Graham, Laudrup and Gascoigne, they missed them, and then Van Vossen had a chance and he missed it, and straight after that, what happens? Voiter scores for Ajax to make it 4-1, and this is what happens at this level in Europe, isn't it?
There was almost a bizarre ending to this game. This game could have been 3-2 for Ajax with 4 minutes remaining. That goal would not have been scored had Van Vossen got in at the other end. But you saw how strong he was here. Yeah. That's one thing we've said before about these continental teams. We used to say in the past they were all technique and no heart. Now they've got heart and physique as well as technique.
Yeah. I've got to say, Jim, I mean, Theo must be sitting in the dressing room tonight saying, what have I done to deserve this? Yeah. He's lost 4 goals this evening, and I thought he was outstanding. I thought his handling and shot stopping was first class. There wasn't a lot came off him. Exactly. And as I say, he must be sitting there mesmerised, thinking I've lost 4 goals here. Yeah,
I mean, Snelders did so well tonight, as you rightly say. He lost 4 goals, but he made some good saves. Now, this will do his confidence a great deal of good, I would have thought.
For me, that's a great save, because it's a shot that takes a vicious swerve and dip. And it's one of the worst things you can for a goalkeeper. It just bounces just before him, and he gets down, gets his body behind it and pushes it away. As I said, he knew when to hold on to things and when to push things away, and tonight will have done him no harm at all.
Well, as if the defeat wasn't bad enough, 4-1 against Ajax tonight, but Graham, Gascoigne sent off. Now, what can Walter Smith do about that? Because there and then, the game plan went up in smoke.
Yeah, it did. I don't know if you could go so far as to say it was a turning point in the game, but you would say it was one of the main influences. Now, in that split second of lunacy, he makes irrelevant all the planning that Walter Smith and Archie Knox have done. They paid £4 or £5 million for that guy, and then he leaves them with an hour to play without him away from home at Ajax in Amsterdam. And I don't know what you can say it's a turning point, because to me, Ajax by that time were already exerting control. But if you wanted to point to one of the main factors, that would be it.
I don't know what you can say, Ali. I mean, Graham hasn't said he's hit the nail on the head. What can you do? I mean, Gascoigne obviously will regret that. But, I mean, it doesn't exactly help matters, does it?
No, the gaffer and Archie should be sitting in the dugout just scratching their heads, because, as Graham says and rightly says, the whole team plan goes up in the air, because it's hard enough playing against a team of Ajax quality with 11 players out of 10. And as I said earlier, Bogard gives him a wee nudge and Gaza just gets red missed. Bogard, I think it was Bogard, definitely Bogard. Yeah. It just shows, it does what a good defender do, just nudges him, and all of a sudden, there it is, a wee nudge. Yeah. As you see that, but that happens not just in Europe, it happens in Scotland as well. A defender will do it, he'll see he's protecting his goalkeeper, and rightly so. Yeah. And the red mist comes over the eyes, and that was it. Slings the kick out. Doesn't hurt Bogard, I hasten to add. No. But at the same time, he's got to go. Must get sent off.
What do they do, Graham, very briefly? Where do Rangers go in this now?
Well, they don't go very far in Europe. I mean, it's there's a very tedious scenario for them now when people say concentrate on the domestic championship. Yeah. I mean, David Murray said repeatedly they're aiming for that. They want to play in that playground, and they're about to be evicted again. Yeah, well, that was the story of tonight. 4-1. That's about it for this programme, but we're back at 11:45 tonight with action from all the other groups in the Champions League, including extended highlights of Manchester United's match against Fenerbahce in Turkey. That's a cracker. Hope you can join us then. In the meantime, from Ali McCoy, Graham Spears and myself, 4-1, sad story. Bye for now.
This programme was sponsored by Ford and Continental, UEFA Champions League sponsors.